Brianna Stager versus Sean Majeski, 16-205-918 PS. Plaintiff's motion to modify custody or parenting time. Stager is present, represented by attorney Brian H. Jean. Mr. Majeski appears in pro se. Both parties, please raise your right hands.
Do you solemnly swear or affirm that the testimony you're about to give in this case is the truth, the whole truth, nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes.
Before I hear from counsel on this, Ms. Schultz, can you just give the court an update regarding current status?
The parties in this cause of action have one minor child, C, and they are granted alternating weeks of parenting time with exchanges occurring on Sundays at 6 p.m. Their order does include the holidays pursuant to 2016 guidelines, and it also includes provisions related to communication. And that order entered on May 25th of 2022.
Okay, thank you. Mr. Jean, you may proceed.
Thank you. I call my client to the stand.
Very well. Miss, would you please step up to the witness stand? You may be seated.
Ma'am, could you please state your name? Thank you. And you are the mother of your child who we are going to refer to as C. Yeah, said yes. A couple things before we go any further. Because everything is being recorded, your answers need to be verbal. So yes, no, things of that nature. You can't nod your head. Although I may understand that and the judge may understand that, because the record needs to be clear, we have to have that verbal response, okay? If I ask anything that you do not understand, please let me know, okay? All right. You came to my office to file this motion we are here on today, is that correct?
Yes.
And you are asking the court to modify parenting time or custody, is that correct?
Yes.
You've made some allegations in your motion today, including that the two of you, Mr. Majeski and yourself, are unable to agree regarding issues surrounding legal custody. Is that fair?
Yes.
And what issues are the two of you disagreeing on?
Counseling.
And why is it that you are seeking counseling for your child?
I feel like he shut down. He doesn't talk to me anymore. And when he does, you can't even raise your voice to him because he feels like he's in trouble. He just cries for hours.
Before I go any further, how old is your son?
He's going to be 8 in June.
All right. And how long have these issues that you've just described been going on?
Months.
All right. And have you had any conversations with Mr. Majeski regarding counseling?
Yes.
When did you first approach him with the idea of counseling?
About 4 or 5 minutes ago.
What was his response?
He honestly blew me off.
Did you ever have an agreement regarding counseling at all? Did he ever answer you saying yes or no regarding counseling?
No.
When you say he blew you off, he just didn't even respond?
The one time he didn't respond. The first time he asked what Camden was doing, and then he just kind of stopped.
All right. And has your child been placed in counseling as of this date?
No.
And why have you not placed him in counseling?
Because I think Sean can be involved.
All right. Have you had any other disagreements regarding issues with your child surrounding either schooling or medical appointments or treatment or anything of that nature in the past year or so?
Not really disagreement, just communication.
When you say communication, what do you mean?
He would take Camden to the doctors and I wouldn't know anything about it until the next day. He said it wasn't a big deal, but here they are worried about him having a 104 temp or 103 temp or high temp, I would say, and I was not notified at all until the next night.
When you're talking about taking, Mr. Majeski taking the child to the doctor, are you talking about more emergent needs, or are you talking about appointments that have been set?
Emergency.
All right. You also made some allegations contained in your motion regarding some concerning events that have occurred with your child over the past number of months. Is that correct? Could you please describe what your understanding of those issues were?
Before you do so, again, please do not refer to the child's name, use the initial.
One night, he came home and he had told me about a time when he had gotten sick. Actually, no, he didn't tell me. I heard it from elsewhere.
Okay. I don't want you to tell me who said what. But what was it that concerned you about what it was you learned?
That my son C didn't go away his dad up because he was terrified that he'd get in trouble.
For what?
I don't know. I don't know why he was in trouble.
Okay. You had an understanding of something that occurred, correct?
Right.
And what was your understanding of what occurred?
That he slept in his mom.
All right. And you don't, is there anything that has happened that either confirmed that event or denied that event?
I had actually brought it up to the dad.
So, okay, I'll just cut right to the chase. You asked Mr. Majeski about this event. Is that true?
Yeah.
Did he confirm it?
He did.
He confirmed that this actually happened. There was vomit in the bed. All right. And is that another reason that you are seeking counseling?
Yeah.
All right. You've also indicated that there were some issues that you learned about regarding Mr. Majeski's significant other.
Yes.
And again, I don't want you to tell me what someone said to you, but what are your concerns?
My concerns are that he treats my son older than he is. He tells him things that only adults should know.
What do you mean by that?
Things regarding
Are you concerned about the way your son is being treated? And is it primarily related to Mr. Majeski? All right. Now, obviously, you're not in the home, is that correct? In Mr. Majeski's home, and so you can't tell this court what has or hasn't occurred in the home. However, there have been things that you've learned that are causing you these concerns. Is that fair? All right. We were here before, I think it was in last year, regarding some issues that were similar to this. Is that correct? All right. And since the last court hearing, have some of the issues resolved? All right, so you're still dealing with similar things that you dealt with when we were here from last year. Do you believe that you are still capable of working out issues with your child with Mr. Majeski? Is that lack of attempt on your part or on his part?
I
Okay. And you've received no response? Okay. Do you believe that that's will spill over into other issues? All right. What are you asking the court to do?
I would like to be on site.
Okay.
And I would like to notify.
How so?
I would like him to do more at my house or.
Okay. And to your knowledge, is Mr. Majeski married?
No,
All right. Are there any other children living in his home that you are aware of?
two others.
Are they older or younger than your child?
Older, but they don't live in his home. Rather than him.
Okay. Are those his children or his significant other's children?
Just children.
All right. And do you have any other children living in your home?
Yes,
Are they older than your child, this child, or younger?
yes, older.
Older? All right. Any issues with the dynamics in your home with those children?
No.
Have you been made aware of any concerns or issues with the dynamics of the children in his home? Is those dynamics cause you concern? In what way do those dynamics cause you concern?
Children. They're more verbal.
And again, you don't have any way to verify the information that you've received? Okay. But things that you've heard do cause you concern? All right. You've alleged in your motion as well that that you believe there have been discussions with the minor child regarding court matters too. Is that correct? Again, I don't want you to tell me what was said to you, but why is it that you believe that this is going on at Mr. Majeski's house?
And at a slip of the tongue, he would bring something up and I would ask him again what I said. So it kind of shut me down and he won't say it again.
So you're getting information from your child regarding court issues that he shouldn't know about.
Correct.
Have you had any discussions with Mr. Majeski about those issues?
I have not.
Okay. I think you have nothing further for this witness.
Mr. Majeski, do you have any questions of the witness?
You want me?
Yes.
In regarding counseling, and you did bring it up, I did respond back the same day and asked what the matter was. And what the matter was pulling his pants down.
Well, you haven't to ask
Okay.
a question.
So
This is a question for the witness. If you wish to testify, you may, but you can only ask questions of this witness.
I don't, why do you believe that it's something he needs to go to a counselor to talk to when a parent yourself could talk to him about that? This is easily.
Absolutely right. I will sit down, try to talk to him for the investment. He won't come. He doesn't.
So this is my fault that he is not communicating because of something I have done, or do you believe it's something else?
That's what's going on.
And what would that be? Yeah, it's just
I,
what,
as an adult,
that's how provide some kind
she
of,
would, she tells me that she doesn't even know.
like what? Because there's been nothing specifically said that you can provide me for any truth saying.
He's asked a question. I'd like him, the witness, the opportunity to answer the question.
I'll allow her to answer the question. Go ahead with the end.
My house is you see that they drove into the house. Big mansion. Now they're pulling down. No, it's not. You don't live in a mansion. That's not a mansion. You're degrading a child. You're not letting him be 8 years old. Another matter is when you did move, she had asked him, did your mom move? He says, yeah. She makes the comment, at least she doesn't have to look over here anymore at us. You think that's something that we should have known?
Well, he has constantly told us how.
Okay,
Objection.
I'm stopping it right now. I'm going to ask both counsel and Mr. Majeski. Child is 8, correct?
7.
7, going to be 8 in January. Is the child able to sit down and speak
Yes.
in chambers, in camera, with the front of the court?
Yes.
Discuss these issues?
Yes, Your Honor.
That's what I'd rather do. I'd rather not hear it third hand, fourth hand. We can hear it from the child's aspect. Counsel, I'm assuming you have no objection.
Certainly not.
So what the court will do is schedule an in-camera visit for the child to meet with the friend of the court and with me. And we'll discuss, and it sounds like we have no bar here relative to what may be going on in the house or homes, what may be going on regarding any shutting down or not communicating. All fair game? Miss?
I have some other points I would like to.
Well, those will be preserved. Those will be preserved. I'd rather meet with the child first, and then we can reconvene and have a hearing. Then the court will have a better understanding as to what is going on.
January 4th.
January 4th,
Yeah,
to meet with the child
yes.
after school.
Back in-
Are they back on
Yes.
the 4th?
Okay, so,
What time does the child get out of school?
About recall, the bell rings,
Which school?
FedEx,
Will the child be here at 3:30?
absolutely.
January 4th, 3:30. And then after that, you want to renotice the hearing then as well?
Can go January 5th then for the hearing, or the 12th.
5th or 12th? Mr. Jean and Mr. Majeski.
That's the work for me.
You available on the 5th, Mr. Majeski?
Yes, Your Honor.
January 5th at 9 a.m. Prior orders will remain in effect. That's how we will continue it. Thank you. You may step down.
That'll be all. Thank you.
Off the record.